Where to go? Hi. I was up walking around. And I was like, what am I walking around for? I did that whole, what am I doing? And I couldn't figure it out. And I was like, I'm probably just moseying, like just rambling for no reason. You know what I mean? And it was because I was looking for my lighter. So I can light my candle. But you know how that goes. I can't, like, as soon as I'm like, I'm good. I'm ready to start. There's always something. Yeah, so, hey, Terry. Just looking for my, you might have to give me a hot second. I might have taken it to the, give me a minute. Give me a freaking, 2 seconds. I am baffled. There it is. And I don't know why. It's the ADD in me. I be walking around, laying shit everywhere. Heck of a week for me. Ooh. Oh, did you finish watching it, Kelsey? My son drops one more damn thing on that floor upstairs. I just tell you what. I'm like, you're damaging the floor. You know that, right? He hasn't yet, but it's only a matter of time, little turd. Okie dokie. I don't know what today's okay. Only one I watched in a while. Cry. Oh, God. Now I'm like, what was yesterday? I'm going, what was yesterday? I don't remember yesterday. Anyways, I have coffee, guys. I have the kind of coffee that it burns a little as it goes down because it's got cayenne in it. It's a little concoction. Because it's not the, there's a one at the coffee shop that has like mocha, what was the other thing? Cinnamon and like cayenne and stuff. And this is like caramel, cinnamon, cayenne, brown sugar creamer. Like it's a concoction, okay? Okay. So I feel a little bit of something right here, like right here. And it just, I want to say, feels like some tension that needs releasing. And we are heading into the weekend. We had, guys, there was a reading that I did where I think it was on Tuesday, and I was like, they were giving me like the weekend, Friday on, like entering into the weekend kind of thing. So go back to Tuesday and watch that one just in case, because there was a little bit of like, I think it had to do with, it was the day that I did 2 on the live. And there was this idea of don't let somebody pull all kinds of information out of you, like the people who do a little on you, like the manipulators that try to pull information out of you. So go back. I don't know. Let me figure out. I actually put titles on them and things like that. So let me go back and find out. Give me a hot second, guys. Because if I'm going to tell you to go back, then it needs to be telling you which one. It was the So Now What? Yeah, it was 2 hours and 12 minutes. The first reading starts at 14 minutes because we were talking about all kinds of other stuff. And then the second reading, I believe, was at like 1:13 or something like that. Or like, right around the 1 o'clock, 1 hour thing, whatever. Anywho's, So Now What? And it was celebration and mum is the word. So there was some level of like being aware that somebody likes to work the little magic on you, and those people that you just kind of word vomit around and you let things slip, and you're like, why did I tell them that? Like even when you may consciously say don't do that when you go around them, right? And then there's stuff comes out and it's like, oh gosh. And so you need to watch it. There was something about, before that, I was like, what about this weekend? What? And so there's a need to say less. Say less. Only what is necessary. No frou-frou-y conversations, especially with people where you're like, I wouldn't normally share a lot of stuff with. If you find yourself starting to, I don't care if it sounds awkward, you do like that little meme on TikTok and you stop and go, never mind. Like in the middle of the sentence, I don't care. You recognize it. Don't try to, say something to get your way out, to wrap it up. Don't. Stop immediately. Okay? But also, I feel tension. I feel tension here. Like just, you know what I'm saying? So let's, yeah, like something needs like a pressure release valve. So something about this weekend may be releasing stuff from your body. You know what I mean? Not really sure what that's about because this came up. It's coming up strong. I'm going to go grab me something really quick just in case. Here's one. Like that came on strong. So we want that to go away, Spirit. So let's pull some cards and see what's up. Okay. Alrighty. So we're doing divine doors. This one looks really like walking into somebody's front door. Like an actual, anyways. Divine doors, let's get started. Let's see what the message is today. Just as a reminder, website is all fixed. So you do have to send me a message if you want to read. You gotta let me what type of reading in the realm of your inquiry. It is on the page. You just got to scroll down to where it allows you to input information. You have to provide me with an email address, and then I will respond in kind with when you could expect me to have that completed, and then of course the terms of service as well as an invoice for it to be paid. Obviously, nothing starts until it is paid. It is a service that is paid up front. So just letting you know that's available. I feel a woo, 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 woo. Like when you stub your toe and it feels like it's going woo, woo, like you can feel your heartbeat in it. But this is your third eye. This is where I'm feeling it. Your heartbeat. I can feel it in the third eye. Why is that? Of fucking course. A note on love and yes. Why am I feeling a heartbeat in my third eye? Is it that you were picking up on what Spirit's putting down? You know what I mean? Third eye, seeing something. Okie dokies. Let's get into this. Now, love can be in many different things. Let's wait. Okay, but maybe somebody's heart is opening up because of something that they become aware of. Let's find out. Seek different seasons and enter into the unknown. Oh. Mm-hmm. When love is the focus, foundation, and goal, like that is what fuels you. The love of something, the love of the pursuit, the love of like when your heart is in something, and that's the reason or the starting point for you doing anything. Blessed is the body, mind, and soul. Okay, so they're bringing me to the whole idea of blessed is the body. Like the idea of when you force yourself to do the things that don't speak to you, that you're not really in it. It becomes laborious, burdensome, stressful, and there you will feel resistance within your body. A lot of us will still go to a job and feel resistance in our body. A lot of us will feel resistance to a lot of things within our body and still do it. And I feel like they're saying, there's a need to not do that, okay? You need to listen to your body. I don't know why they're blessed is the body, mind, and soul. And then yes, kiss the ground and touch the sky. Your soul is set now to leap and fly. Like there is this yes is to taking a leap of faith because you're entering into an unknown. And unknown, not so much that they're not giving me, I don't see the future. I don't see how this could pan out. I don't see the trajectory this could go. Unknown as in, I've not actually done this before. Okay? So I don't exactly have a point of reference. Like, I can play in the field of possibilities and in my imagination and all that kind of stuff, but I don't have any past memories or personal firsthand experiences doing this. So there's something new there. All right. Whew. Let me tell you, this is that woo woo is like spreading. Let's see here. Okay. That was a really clean breath. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all ever been walking outside and you hit a little pocket of air and it's like, it's so light and fresh and it's almost easy to breathe and you can feel your lungs fill up and just feels good. And it's like that's what it was. I just took a really clean breath right there. A real cleansing breath. Does that make sense? Hey, Manishka, how are you? I know this is a little bit later. Thank you. I made you like the kind of moderator that could come in. You're a managing moderator, so you should be able to do more with with the platform, okay? So if there's ever anything that you want to do, talking to Manishka, to it, I think you could even come in and do like little clips and all that kind of stuff if you wanted to, but you got more access, I think, to do certain. I don't know. I read it and I was like, that sounds like a good idea. Sounds like a good idea. Okay. Okay. Not really sure. We're going to get into it. We have the Devil card. This is Hermetic Tarot, just in case you were wondering. The imagery on here is definitely something. Take a look at this. Remember I said there's something about the crown, right? Or the third eye, not the crown. But it's like the whole, and the other day there was something with like the whole like cap, like there was like I couldn't really understand it. Take a look at this. Right above his head is like a crown with thorns, right? And here's the bat. And it's like they're giving me like echolocation. Like there's, bats can't see or hear or anything else like that, but they're able to understand their surroundings better than most of us. Because of the precision of their like they feel vibration as much as they do any, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, that's giving me hella intuitive, like sensory. And the fact that they're talking about the body, like feeling something, and we're talking sensory echolocation, like they know their surroundings better than a seeing, hearing, completely like, type of a person, right? Like the precision a bat has without having any inkling of actuality of what's around them, even though they really do. So the idea here is not to get brought up into the illusion, right? Like we rely so much on this, the here and now, that we really need to pay attention to, I'd say, any downloads or your third eye, your inner projector, like your movie theater inside, like the one that tells you things that like your intuition, just your fucking intuition, your sixth sense. Does that make sense? Why am I like I feel like I'm talking gibberish. Okay? I'm trying not to. But there's something about not relying on, because that gives us a false sense of understanding. So going into this weekend, you really need to be paying attention to your sixth sense. It's like seeing things very clearly. And if I've got the heartbeat at the third eye, I'm feeling like making decisions based upon your heart center, like what feels right, what your body's telling you. Because anything else would be illusory. Like we can actually receive false information. Like sometimes our sight, especially if one little thing goes off, we're so reliant on it. One little thing goes off, depth perception, like we could get more hurt and harmed. Like we would almost be better off just to stick with our sense of feeling sometimes for certain individuals. So it's just the idea that to protect whatever comes in, whatever downloads, intuitive hits, and use your sixth sense to navigate. Enter into the unknown. Because there's going to be a lot of options or potential distractions, or like again sensory, like the idea of having 7 cups in front of you and chatter and noise and different things in each one of them, and it's like too much input, and to make sense of it, like there's a lot added to something that can add to confusion. Let's figure out what they're talking about. And it even says down here, illusionary success. So that's what there is an illusion here. It's like whatever is going to be in your tangible, even though this is the cups, this is sometimes feeling like it's okay. And this would be the ego. Sometimes our ego will tell us we love something because we satiate that little fucker that wants to, you know what I mean? And sometimes just like when it is satiated, we think, okay, now I'm good. And it's like, that's what you should not be paying attention to. It will seek out brief, immediate relief from the noise. Okay. And be like, okay, I'm good. And it's not real. It's not true. Does that make sense? It'll make sense soon. And we got the 4 of Pentacles. It puts you in the danger of they give me with the 4 of Pentacles, like it could either give you the false sense of insecurity or a false sense of security. Like the idea of holding on to too much or spending or being too frivolous. I bring it back to the damned if you do, damned if you don't type of situation. This 7 of Cups giving you like it'll keep you immobile. You'll get too focused on all of this, and like some of them seem really good because it'll take care of something immediately. Other things seem really good because of other people feeding it to you. It's just there's something very illusory about all of the tangible sensory input that you might be getting. And so you need to rely on your sixth sense. Okay, we'll figure it out, guys. We'll figure it out. Magician. Like, it's as if something, okay, I got it. Something is telling you, when you're using these motherfuckers, okay, It's telling you it's exceptionally difficult to manifest something, to make something a reality, to bring something into actuality. You're using your basic senses that can be very faulty. And when you rely on this and this alone, you may be prone. But the bat, it's echolocation, the sense of the vibration, the knowingness, right? Like you need to protect what you know to be true, the downloads that you're getting, your sixth sense, your intuition, and not pay attention to the here and now factors that could confuse you. Because this is really the illusion. There's something about the tangible being more of an illusion than the etheric right now, okay? And that is what keeps you stuck. Like afraid to go and afraid to sit still. And it like immobilizes you almost. Hence why they're asking you to really get into your body. Really, first off, your heart and your third eye. Your heart and your third eye. Like, what do I love? Okay? Like, what do I really feel something for? What do I feel passion for? What would bring me enjoyment? What would, there's an exceptionally, you definitely need to be following that right now. You need to be saying yes to that. You need to take that leap of faith. You need to let love be the focus of your decision making. And I want to say your heart, it seems like the reason your heart and your intuition, your soul, are in alignment. They are in alignment with something. They're one. That's why I'm filling it up here. It is so there's something that you have envisioned or seen or you've downloaded, something you've intuited through your crown, and it's like you feel like on one level, like it's all too easy, it's all too whatever. But this shit that's in your tangible world, when you start using this shit, tells you otherwise. And it keeps you immobile. You're afraid to take action for fear of losing any stability. And it's giving you the belief that something's difficult, something you really want, that your body would say yes to. Like it's a yes. If it weren't for this, whatever these Seven of Cups, this illusion of like options, because we know that sometimes it's almost like when we feel like some of those cups got bad shit in it. Let's just talk about it. Like some of those cups got stuff you don't want in there. It might be good for somebody else, but it ain't good for you. And maybe because you're not making decisions, choices, and actions from a heart-centered place, like intuitively and heartfelt, that somehow that is it's leaving you no other recourse than to look at things that may not be very good for you. They appear like, again, it's something about the distractions, the confusion is somehow you think that these things will bring more immediate relief. Remember, the ego is going to give you a little, and so I'm going to choose this because you're making choices based upon calming the id, the ego, the lizard brain, versus your heart. But your ego will tell you, oh, it brings me so much peace. No, it fucking doesn't. It quiets the noise temporarily. So to me, the real yes needs to be for something that doesn't necessarily immediately quiet the ego. It may, in fact, infuriate it at first. Get it completely riled up, kicking and screaming. That's not possible. That's too difficult. It's such a struggle. Like you are in the belief that something that your whole heart and your soul and your intuition say you should do is going to be exceptionally difficult. It is creating an illusion for you. It is creating an illusion for you. And you need to follow your intuition It is stopping you from moving forward. It is hindering the progress. And you just need to do, okay? You are believing this manifestation is hard. And Spirit's like, you're going to kick your fucking self when you finally just choose to do this. Okay? And it's easy. It happens easy. And smoothly. I don't know why they added that. Or you can continue to stay in the loop where you are constantly putting out the ego fires in your brain, but never really reaching fulfillment, living life from your heart. That's your choice. Okay. Hierophant and the world. This is, again, with the Hierophant, it is allowing your intuition, your spiritual understanding to dictate how you maneuver in your life. Again, I always say Hierophant is about your true beliefs and alignment being reflected external to you, creating a life that reflects who you really are. And then the world card is like, that's where your success will come from. It is obviously easier said than done, because that's why I was feeling the tension, because fuck, when ego wants to run its mouth, it is louder. It can drown so much out. Wheel of Fortune. That is where, when you allow your spiritual self to guide the situation, your higher self, your intuition, your sixth sense, that's when shit just turns around for you. There's you have to walk away from making purely logical decisions. Queen of Swords is the eagle eye view, but make no mistake, she sees things in the tangible world at a greater scale, but she's still using these motherfucking bitches, okay? You ever seen an eagle try to fly without its sight? You ever see any bird try to fly without its sight that doesn't know how to use sonar? That's what you have to walk away from right now to go to your Nine of Cups, to get your wish. You have to step out of the Queen of Swords, the very Virgo-y, Gemini, pros and cons, debating within yourself, and only seeing here, using only what's visible, and knowing that some of the options in front of you are like, it's like your ego fooling you into believing that you don't know, when you do. You have to get, this is what you have to let go of. This is what you have to get out of. You, like right now, whoever I'm reading for, you have absolutely got to go with your intuition. You have got to let your spiritual self lead. If you want to get your desire and your wish, there's something about your most abundant self. They're saying that this is the Queen of Pentacles. This really speaks massively of someone's internal world, having the capacity to do it all, like really having a well mastery over the mental, their power, their sense of passion, and their emotions, and allowing those to work in tandem to help them deal with real life. And so because of that, it's like having the full capacity to be able to do that. But there's this openness with that. There is, you see how she's holding this pentacle lovingly, and the way she gazes at it, it's completely different than the way the Four of Pentacles does, where it's like, oh, oh, like there's just this, there's a gentleness, like a gentle approach to this. It's a nurturing, gentle approach to life, because it's only accepting something that speaks to the heart, that is in return nurturing. I feel like there's more though to the Knight of Cups, so would you mind? And I feel like I want to say, like, time is of the essence. And there's, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, better than nothing is talking about, there's a nationwide alert system that's being put in place here. And some people are in the United States, and some people are recommending to have your phones turned off. That they think there's something a little more nefarious with that. And it's also like something with things being transmitted, the 5G, all that kind of thing. It's a lot. Again, yeah, it's whatever people so choose to do with that. They can do some. So there's just, for people who aren't in the United States and don't have a clue, you can look it up. Some people are not trusting of that situation. And by all means, it is their prerogative, right? We ain't gonna pretend that there's any government that's 100%. Okay, we all know. Okay. Anywhere. Anyways, so anybody who was confused by that. Okay, so let's see though, because I feel something more should be explained by the Knight of Cups. See, bringing that to an end, like there's this need to stop with the Virgo analysis and the mental gymnastics of something and making solely logical, because that's really what we're coming from. We come from a time period in life where we are dictated towards, where we are programmed to stay within a certain confine and a certain way of thinking and programming and logical mindset, right? That keeps us very boxed in. And this is really calling for somebody to step outside of that box, because the only people that truly succeed in life really risk things that seem, and it's a risk because it steps outside of what we're told A equals B, C equals D. You know what I mean saying? And so it's like, if we're only in this logical mindset, we're going to miss something. And so there's a need to bring that to an end. And when I say bring it to an end, it's operating solely out of that. Okay? Because this is the killer of dreams. I'm just going to say. Your rationale and logic and fear-based ego is the killer of dreams. By putting an end to that and saying goodbye to that, where that is the sole manner in which you make your decisions, you will begin to make progress. You will move on. You will have better times ahead. you will quickly make it to the other side. Emperor is, I'm feeling it, but I want to clarify it. So there may be something with the Knight of Cups that you aren't familiar with that you need to say yes to. Something that would speak to the heart coming in that you need to be open to, like the Queen of Pentacles would be, because she's well settled within herself. She does not overreact to things. Like she's with the ebb and flows. Okay, you go from the Queen of Pentacles to the Empress. Always going to be ready to receive. And so there's something that's going to speak more to your heart than it is to the logical mind, right? Okay. And so whatever this Knight of Pentacles, or I don't know why I said Knight of Cups is going to help close that one door. Okay. You do have to be in this state. You have to be willing to say yes. Say yes. There is something for somebody this weekend that you've got to say yes to. Don't know how it's going to go, but you need to say yes. It is not going to be the logical, way of something happening and unfolding for you. Your logical mind would say, okay, well, common sense would say this, and this would happen before this and this could happen. And so I'm probably looking, and it's like, it's not in order. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it'd be like saying, someone's like, hey, you want to move here? I've got a job for you. You can start like in 4 days. I can't start in 4 days. I've got to do X, Y, and Z to get over. Like, there's so much that would have to happen. You can start in 4 days. Like, this will chokehold your dream. You need to be willing to let go and move towards the yes, okay? Out of that logical mindset. So basically, this Knight of Cups helps to bring a new start in. It'll close something off. Something very, something connected to your exceptionally logical mind. And it will require, it will be the start to you moving towards something else. Okay. And with this Emperor, I'm feeling it's more like being in control of your life, creating the empire you've been wanting to create. And I say that because I clarified with the Emperor, and it's like, yeah. It is moving towards something. There very well may be. The fact that I saw the other day moving boxes. Remember, I was like, so I keep seeing a move for somebody. And then you have the Six of Swords and the Chariot. Both are about movement. It could be a day trip. It could be some kind of a travel. It could be a move. I don't know. For somebody, there's going to be something very tangible in regards to that. And that's what it's hinting at. Okay. But this is forward movement. This is forward movement that you will get help and assistance with. We've got the Six of Pentacles that will bring a sense of balance back into your life. It is kind of like what you deserve at this point in time. So if you've been feeling, I'm talking today very, not like I'm in somebody's energy, but sometimes I'm like, I feel so detached from something and it feels very monotonous, and that's usually just spirit, that kind of thing. This feels really like, very unemotional, very matter of fact. I feel like I'm definitely in somebody's very Like I just don't know how to explain it. Very logical type of mind. Explain this to me. Is there going to be? Yes. Is there going to be with the Chariot and the Six of Swords some level of? Just know that also with this option, there's going to be certain people that aren't going to want, Seven of Swords. I can't talk today. Seven of Wands is all about doing what you know is right for you, standing up for it, standing up for yourself. It's like getting the help and assistance to move on from something, to move forward with something, because you're open to saying yes to something that is very heartfelt, like feels very in alignment with your soul, but logically you may feel like, oh, I don't know, kind of a thing. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. This shit is breaking ground. This is this is work related. This is collaboration. This is building. I wish I need to be removed from this energy because I don't like. I feel like it's very hard for somebody to articulate. Like, it's the idea of what I feel like. Jesus Christ. This energy is impacting the way I articulate, and I almost feel like I sound stupid. And that was a part of one of the readings in the last 2 days it was the same one that I'm referencing where I was like, you'll like someone's almost like pulling on you, and you almost get to the point where you talk so much you feel like you sound stupid, naive to them, all that kind of stuff, because they're like a master manipulator and that kind of thing. And so like it's almost like they make you so that you're rambling, so you sound incoherent and things like that. That's what this feels like. I feel like somebody trying to articulate an idea or a notion and not being able to get it across accurately or appropriately, and getting very self-conscious about it, feeling self-conscious about speaking some level of truth, Seven of Wands, and it impacts my self-confidence. You may have a point this weekend, or it starts this weekend, like some level of communication or something, where an opportunity that your heart would say yes to, that you need to be open to, comes in. And you may get into a place of, you start thinking how you can logically justify doing this so that anybody who tries to question you about it, you've got a response that it's not just because it feels right. Do you hear how many times I said, I feel, and it's like, I didn't want to say it like that. I was like, why can't I articulate? And it's closing off. It's closing off. It's closing off right now. So this is happening. Like, you're going to try and articulate the shit out of something that, guess what? It doesn't fucking matter if other people understand it, agree with it or not. All you got to say, this is why it was like, mum's the word. Don't give them all the reasons. Don't feel like you've got to justify shit. Don't go on this big elaborate anything. Just say, this is what's happening. You don't owe anything fucking more beyond that. Because I feel like if you go into it with, I feel, this is what I desire, you'll get shut down, made to feel this big. You'll start to lose confidence in yourself, right? You'll start questioning your decision. You'll start getting very mental about things, and it'll cause you to walk away from the wrong thing, okay? And you don't need to be doing that. The resources will be there for you to move forward towards this, and it's going to move with great speed. I feel like saying if you're going from the Four of Pentacles to the Chariot, it's going to feel like monumental speed, okay? Okay. And your focus, Eight of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles, is starting to build upon something, starting to build something, starting to build a life that you want. Obviously, Three of Pentacles is the collaboration, the yeah, it's building something. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles for me. It's building on the area of focus for you, on a skill set, I don't feel like that's it. There's something about the Eight of Pentacles there. I'm not hitting it. I've got the Three of Pentacles down. I understand that. This is the expansion, the growth. This is the idea of, they've got the Justice card with it's your time. It's your turn. It's your turn to have the good shit happening in your life while you've been sitting on the sidelines. It's the Justice card with the Six of Wands. Six of Wands being a hard-won battle, but it is success. It is victory. It is acknowledgement. It is visible elevation, visible wins in your life that others get to see. And the Justice card is things moving in your favor, like your just rewards, your karmic rewards coming in, things finally balancing out, everything being put the fuck right. Why does this not feel like the Eight of Pentacles? What the fuck is the Eight of Pentacles here? Okay. Oh. This also changes your area of focus. Eight of Pentacles is talking about your focus. What you have, like you've been singularly focused on something. This has something to do with where your logical mind would get in the way, create illusions, and you were making more decisions with that than your third eye and your heart. So whatever path your logical mind, your common sense logic, rational mind was telling you to go, the Queen of Swords, based upon what's in your environment, and what you've been programmed with, was leading you down a particular path, and you were immersing yourself in it and focusing strictly on that. And the Three of Pentacles is elevating beyond that, going beyond that. Because when I ask about the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Death card, we have Knight of Swords, something completely being removed, and a 180, a pivot, a change of focus with the Wheel of Fortune. Were you okay? Were you trying to build and expand in the wrong area? Were you trying to put your focus and energy into something and grow something that shouldn't have been? Is that what we're saying here? Whatever it is, it's the idea and notion that a different focus is where your life will finally fucking expand. It is the foundation that you can build upon. The foundation that you should be building upon comes from the high priestess. That's where, like, whatever's written in this fucking book, you see this heart in a cage down here? This heart in a cage? It's as if the high priestess was like, come here, my child, come sit down. I come to bring your heart back to you. Let me tell you a little story. Opens the book of your destiny, of what your soul has written as its desire, and then talking to you about this new beginning. Like, your true life comes from that. You notice how the heart hangs in the balance here for the Four of Wands? This Eight of Pentacles, this new area of focus where it's almost as if you wouldn't let yourself fully devote to this or fully focus on this. You didn't see, you think being in your logical mind is the right way to handle something so very tangible. When you think of pentacles, you think of very human things. Intuition's got no place with that. You have to leave whatever area, like if there is anything distracting you from focusing on where your heart wants to go, what your soul wants, what you desire, that's what is going to be left behind. You're going to gain freedom because we've got these six of, you're going to gain the resources you need. There's going to be a full forward movement. The idea of the Chariot is that nothing can stand in its way. It's Rhino spirit because everything's in alignment then. You've not been in alignment this entire time. Whoever I'm talking to, please fucking know that we've been having conversations about this for like 2 to 3 months. It bebops in and out some of the readings. And they're like, it's finally here. Okay? It is finally here. It starts this weekend. And there will be people who don't need to know, who you don't need to and allow influence to. The tipping point where you finally get the opportunity to move towards something without any obstruction. Because I'm telling you right now, Rhino spirit is, I always say it, move, bitch, get out the way. Like, nobody stands in Rhinos. You want to get mauled? Because I promise you, they're not running around you. They will move you, right? There's no stopping this. That's why the Chariot is a success and victory card. There's no stopping this. So that's the energy you will get into. You have to get out of the logic, go with your third eye and your heart, say yes to something, even if it's unknown. Like, it's not even, I just haven't ever done this. What do I do? Just fucking do it. Start making progress. Start moving towards it. Okay? You'll be unstoppable. The resources that you need will be there to help support you. It will come in. Your finances will balance out. You just got to defend it. Whatever you do, protect this choice. This is going to pivot your area of focus. If there was something that you were, Four of Pentacles, putting a break to, there's no breaks anymore on this. It is step the fuck out of your logical mind, step out of your you're staying so firmly in the human and not allowing your sixth sense, your intuition, your higher self to guide you. Like, this now is the time for that. This ain't going to get you where the fuck you think it's going to get you. It is the killer of dreams, okay? You need to be like the bat over here on this one. Use your sonar. You need to feel the frequency, the vibrations. You need to feel that sixth sense. You need to allow that to guide you. You need to protect, like the thorn crown, any downloads that you get. That is your fucking answer right now. Manifesting what it is that you desire is not as hard as you're making it. This complete, utter change of your focus, of where you choose to build, is what brings in your fortune. the Wheel of Fortune. And your victory and your justice. What is it that's happening this weekend? Like, let's talk a little more about the Knight of Cups, because the Knight of Cups is something being introduced and brought in, and you just have to be willing to receive it. So what is it specifically? Like, can we prepare them a little bit for it? I don't know why they're wanting this one. Fallen Angels. Oh, we're at 55. Okay. Oh, someone's mind irritates the shit out of me. No offense. Like, how do you not have a fucking headache all the time? Oh my God. Like, you're probably the epitome of think something to death. Your brain. Adventure. Upheaval. I'm sure it feels like that given your... Oh my God. Oh shit. Revolution. Okay, somebody's world is getting turned upside down in the most best possible way, but your fucking Queen of Swords is like, you better let go. You better let go of her. When this shit starts unraveling, I'm telling you, it's not going to be pleasant. It's not going to feel good if you try to hold tight to her. You need to be Queen of Pentacles. You need to have a hold of every element of yourself. Okay? Your sense of power, your confidence, your self-worth. You need to have mastery right now of your mental realm. You need to have mastery of your emotional realm, okay? And you need to be open, flexible. Because something is happening this weekend that Spirit's like, it's all on how you look at it. This is an adventure, okay? But it is an adventure that's going to upend some shit. It's going to create a revolution. Like, I feel like you get to fight back for once in your life. It's going to create a revolution, a massive... They're telling me to look up the definition of revolution for you really quick. A forcible overthrow. Of something in favor of something new. Okay. Okay, guys. A dramatic and wide-reaching change in the way something works or is organized, or in people's ideas about it. Now, in the U.S., the funny thing is, to best of my knowledge, we haven't come up with a new budget, so our government's going to shut down. I'm not saying yay or nay, but for some people that may be involved. So similar words would be a rebellion or a revolt. And the forcible overthrow of something, sometimes a government, social order, in favor of a new way of doing something. Forcible overthrow, a wide-reaching change, a dramatic and wide-reaching change. We did say it was going to be a complete, utter focus change. We did say King of Swords, a 180 pivot. There will be upheaval. This could be a sense of, even if this is societal, something that happens external to you that forces something, it's literally giving you the ability to have some level of an adventure. Spirit of nature gives me this groundedness. So does well-roundedness. So does the Queen of Pentacles. They said I'm not done. What is... Are you shitting me? Something happens to your confusion and allows you to see things accurately and true. There's a level of honesty that comes forth and a reason to celebrate. Good fucking God, that took a turn. I mean, it didn't. It's exactly in alignment, but it's also like, okay. I mean, I guess that's what I get for asking what the Knight of Cups is. A total, utter change of focus. Like it is, but this dramatic change creates some level of an upheaval that allows an adventure to begin. Who's the upheaval for? Let's talk about that, because you ain't gonna just throw that fucking word up in the middle of everything and be like, what is I mean, I guess it would be an upheaval, kind of like they gave me that example of like, oh, you can start in 4 days, and you're like, I can't start in 4 days. Like, I've got to do da da da, and it's like shit shakes off. Upheaval is just an utter change. It's the same as that definition of the revolution, a wide-reaching, dramatic change. It's like a stark difference. It upends the way you were doing something and replaces it with something new. Like, seriously. I'm just not, like, when I tell you the feeling up here is just immense. Like, you're gonna have to, I don't know if you're gonna try to make sense of something, I don't know, but you're gonna have to walk away from that shit. Cut that shit off. I mean, by all means, we still use our brain for the little things that's happening in our life, but it's like, whatever state you were in, you've got to lead with your heart, your intuition, and your higher self right fucking now. You need to listen to your body. Good Lord. Oh my God. It's going to feel hard as hell. I'm not going to lie to you. Ugh. We have the High Priestess flanked by 5 of Swords, torment, mental torment, and the Devil. I'm telling you, your ego is going to freak the fuck out. But it's almost as if, yeah, and you're going to have to turn it off. You're going to have to turn it off. Like, if there ever was a time to just fucking ignore something, sorry, I don't know what my mouth was trying to say, it would be right about now. Like, you may actually need to get out in nature to decompress. Just saying. But you have to go with the flow here. So what is specifically go. Right. There is going to be this Knight of Cups. This opportunity to follow your heart. This opportunity to follow something you really love. This opportunity to follow a dream. To follow what feels good. To make a choice on what feels good. To say yes. It has everything, like, we got the Three of Pentacles again. On this one, it's called work. It is putting, like, and the bees are, they get their honey because of the work that they put in. But if we have swiftness, which is the Eight of Wands next to it, it's like you may receive either some type of communication in regards to work, which I said earlier, like, but it's going to be a massive turnaround. It would be the essence of, let me just say, you may be working or applying for a job, like a bunch of jobs, and it is you finally get something and things move really fast along with it. It is, I've had a business for however long, and you come in contact with one right person who then like shares it with other people, and suddenly from that moment forward, like, your business is hopping. You know what I mean? And it doesn't even have to be like this public display of something. It could just be, you know what I'm saying? Like there's this, I'm trying to really understand, and I know that this is going to be different for everybody, but it's almost as if it is like forward movement on building something, on creating something. We're going to use that. Threes are creation. It is fast creation. Like something starts building, and when I say build, I mean, like, you know, the emperor, you build your empire. Like something, it all starts small. But when you have the Chariot talking about, it just keeps going and going and going. Like, it seems to not slow down. Like, it doesn't seem incremental. It seems like, you know, I could have taken a whole year to grow up, to follow, like to grow my following on social media to 100,000. It's as if all of that's being crammed into 3 months. It will be overwhelming. Something about this is overwhelming. Six of Swords again. This is finally moving towards your victory. This is fucking movement, okay? And whatever is happening with this movement does take you out of the torturous energy of your mental realm to true peace. To a state of, it will move you quickly out of this. So it's simultaneously, you need to table it in order to be able to say yes. You need to use your third eye and your heart about this Knight of Cups that comes in. But in the saying yes, it then begins to take you away from people, places, situations, circumstances that aided in creating this mental state of yours. You will have the resources available to you in order to do that. It is your time to receive. You just have to be open. It is your time to giving birth to, again, the life that you want. And they are guiding you away from the illusions. But the star card is all about following our inner compass. Again, your sixth sense, your intuition. So today, this weekend is all about following your intuition, saying yes to the things that your heart actually wants. seeing things with your third eye, listening to your intuition, your higher self, your sixth sense, walking away from your purely logical, practical mind, your analyze shit to the point of no return mind, so that they can usher in what it is that you really truly desire and want. The manifestation that you're wanting is not as difficult as you believe it to be. That is the illusion. That is why you must abandon utilizing this to see. Whatever this does, this change of trajectory, this change of focus for you brings in your victory, brings in your fucking justice. It makes things right. It puts you on course for adventure. It does do an upheaval because it is a complete 180 in your life. It does create a revolution because it removes something and replaces it with something else in your life, a system in your life. It does bring endings. And it will transpire quickly. But it will pull you from your confusion. It'll bring clarity for you, and it'll give you a reason to celebrate. Your luck is changing, and your life is literally going to do a 180. And you need to understand and realize what that means. And your ego will get fearful because that's a lot of fucking change in a short amount of time. And that takes you out of your comfort zone. Hey. Anything else you want to give for this weekend? Any advice? Oh, they brought me back to say yes. Say yes. Alrighty. Okay. That's that. Hope it finds whoever it was meant for. Hope everybody has a fantastic and wonderful day. And I will see you later this